All right, so hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Dream Interpretation, where I interpret your guys' dreams every single week. Now, I'd just like to mention that I actually tried to do a live stream earlier on today, but you know what? I was encountering a lot of problems, and now that I think about it, I definitely know that this is the enemy. I tried to connect my webcam to my computer. Sure enough, it worked, but when I went on YouTube and tried to do a live stream, it didn't. It said that it was that my camera was being used in another application. And so, yeah, I kept trying to troubleshoot, trying to fix it for about like an hour or two, and nothing was popping up. So if you guys probably had a notification that I was doing a live stream earlier on today, that's the reason. And at the end of the day, I thought maybe it was my cable. I tried troubleshooting, like I said, but nothing was working. You know, I prayed also, nothing was working. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll try to do it on my phone, right? I'll try to do the live stream on my phone. So I grabbed my phone, went on my account, tried, so I could do it real quick, because, it's already like let me see. Because it's like already 6, right? 6:30 where I'm at. And so I'm like, I have to post this video, right? Because like I said, I post every Thursday. And sure enough, YouTube told me that I'm not eligible to do a mobile live stream, but I could do a webcam or a broadcasting system. And so it was just a huge runaround, right? It was a huge gong show. And so, I just decided, I have to get this video out, even though I'm getting all these problems. Even though last week it was just all smooth sailing, right? There was no issues. I'm like, I'll just go to the way I used to do it before by just doing a video, right? And so this is why I'm doing a video this week. I'm probably going to try to figure out what the problem was, and I'll try to do a live stream next week. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know what was happening, right? In case you guys got a notification that I was going to do a live stream today. And so yeah, like I was saying, right, this week I'm actually going to be interpreting Henry's dream. And so, yeah, and the other thing I'd like to mention before we get started is that if you guys would like to send me your dreams, make sure to send it to me on my email, which is dreaminterpretation2020@gmail.com. And also make sure to check that description down below, because I have a checklist of what to include in your dreams. And yeah, so let's get started. And the other thing I'd like to mention real quick is that, yeah, there's a couple of errors in the email. And so I just like you guys to know, right, that it's not my reading, it is the email. I'm reading it just like it is. And so, yeah, it says, I was in some place that I can't tell because I don't know the place. And I saw a bunch of needles, and one of the needles pierced my right eye. It didn't hurt, and then when I took it from my eye, I saw the girl that I loved. I saw her dressed for a wedding with a big cross jewelry on her chest. Such a godly looking woman. And I was with her to get married, and somebody took a photograph for me and my wife, and I looked completely different. When I woke up, I felt in my right eye something. I felt a little bit of pressure, maybe when I saw in the dream when a needle pierced my right eye. But anyways, I thank you so much, brother. You're gifted by God. May God bless you, brother. And you also sent another email saying maybe he was a different person in the wedding, not me. And so, you know how you said earlier that it was him getting married to the woman that he loves, but in reality, he thinks, no, I don't think it was me. It was a different person. All right, so thank you so much, Henry, for sending me your dream. Right, it's a very short dream, but Holy Spirit is actually showing me that, this isn't a dream. In reality, Holy Spirit is showing me that this is a nightmare, right? And the reason for that is that you woke up with pain, right? And so this is not a godly dream, at all, right? Because obviously, if you're getting a dream from God, you're never going to have fear. You're never going to have, sadness or any of those things, right? Or any pain, right? Like in this instance. And so the fact that that was my water bottle. So the fact that you did have those things, right, affecting you, Holy Spirit I'm actually going to be explaining to you what Holy Spirit shows me outside of the dream. And so since this is a nightmare, right, and you guys have heard me before, right, in other videos stating that I don't interpret nightmares because they actually come from the enemy, right? They come from the second heaven or the spirit world, right? And so, yeah, I don't interpret dreams from the enemy because, like I mentioned before, right, 50% of it might be true, and then another 50% might be just all lies. That's how the enemy operates, right? He always tries to counterfeit what God does, right? And so, so that's why I don't interpret nightmares. But what I will do is that I actually will show you what Holy Spirit shows me about you, right? What he's showing me about what's happening right now. And so right from the dream, I can actually tell, right from this nightmare, I can actually tell that obviously there's a spirit of lust. right? There's a spirit of lust affecting you. And so the fact that in your dream, it pierced your eye, it hurt you, right? That actually made me think of right away in Matthew chapter 19, verse 9, which states, "And if your eye causes you to stumble, gouge it out and throw it away. It is better for you to enter life with one eye than to have two eyes and be thrown into the fire of hell." Right? And so Holy Spirit brought that to my attention right away. And what Holy Spirit is showing you right in this verse, right in the Bible, is that obviously, you've sinned with your eyes, right? And so that's a clear indication that this is a spirit of lust that is affecting you. Holy Spirit also shows me that this girl is not your wife. Right? And so that's what the enemy was trying to show you, right? He was trying to scare you into thinking, oh no, this is your wife in the nightmare. But then after you realize, wait a second, that wasn't me, right? And so yeah, the enemy is just making fun of that, right? That this girl, obviously, the Holy Spirit is showing me that this girl is not your wife. But what's happening here is that you're just attracted, right, to her physical appearance, right? And so that's why and so that's why Holy Spirit brought that to my attention, right? That verse in Matthew chapter 18, verse 9, right? That you're obviously sinning with your eyes, which is lust. And so I highly recommend, Henry, that you definitely go get deliverance from lust. And also, if you're going to go get deliverance, also make sure to break any soul ties that you may have made with this woman that you saw in your dream, right? Because obviously, yeah, there's some kind of a connection there that needs to be broken. Because obviously, like I said, this Holy Spirit is showing me that this isn't your wife. And so obviously this is just a thing of lust, right? There's a spirit of lust that's affecting you. And the fact that it's affecting your eye, and it almost felt like something was piercing your eye, that's actually not good, right? Obviously this is, this spirit of lust is affecting you, and it needs to be dealt with right away, right? You need to go get deliverance so that this thing doesn't affect you anymore. Yeah, and so that's the end of the video, right? Like I said, I wasn't able to do an interpretation because it was a nightmare, but like I said, this is what Holy Spirit was showing me about you, right? And so yeah, that's the end of the video. And like I said at the beginning, right, if you guys would like to send me your dreams, make sure to send it to me on my email, which is dreaminterpretation2020@gmail.com. And also, if you are going to send me your dream, make sure to check that description, because I have a checklist of what to include in your dream. And the last thing I'd like to mention is that it would be really helpful if you guys would leave a like and also subscribe to the channel, so that this channel can actually reach more people, right? So that more people can send their dreams, so that I can help them, right? Help them interpret their dreams. Yeah, and so thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and God bless.